right? Navigating intersectionality and transforming systems. Yesterday, I talked to you guys and I touched on it a little bit where Kimberly Crenshaw brought in the really radical and revolutionary truth of what it looks like to sit at the intersection of being Black and both Black and woman, right? Because when you have a movement such as white feminism, it was really only white women. Just like, let's just be very plain about the truth of that, right? I gave you an example of that the other day with Susan B. Anthony, where she's like, I'd rather cut my arm off than have the Negro get a vote. The Negro was one whole person, was not Black men. And even if it were Black men, if that is your excuse, I'm a Black woman. I stand with Black men. So we moved through all of those things, and white feminism was quite literally, and still is, for white women. I would dare to challenge white feminism and say it has not worked for you. Look at the laws. Maybe you should look at something different, because white feminism is quite literally white women trying to be white men. That's it. Right? That there's nothing to it. We're not trying to dismantle anything. You're not trying to liberate yourselves. You want equality with white men, which means you want to be the exact same oppressor as he is. So it's not saving you. It has not saved you. It is a falsehood. But so, and when Kimberly Crenshaw introduced this, it's like, hi, the way we are impacted by systems is completely different when you put race into it, right? Because race is identifiable, right? I am phenotypically Black. It does not matter. I may be ethnically ambiguous. I am not racially ambiguous. You know, I am a Negro wherever I go in the world. Therefore, how everything happens will 100% be different. It will be, my race will be the first marker of how I experience poverty, of how I experience medical maltreatment or medical treatment in general, schooling, conversations, everything I do, I walk in Black first, right? Will I have the benefit, quote unquote benefit, and I use that term very loosely, tongue in cheek, because I don't think so, but this is from a white supremacist lens. Will I have the benefit of colorism, texturism, certain featureism? I love that. An ambiguous and ethnic ambiguous identity, right? So I will get treated based on those stereotypes. Yes, and that still proves the point. It's about my proximity to whiteness. So it means I will be impacted by things differently. Now, because I don't just do anti-racism education, because I am pro-liberation, and marginalized is what? Not synonymous with Black. God, I love that you guys really pay attention to me. Because of that fact, we could talk about other marginalized identities that also sit at intersections, right? If you are visibly disabled, right? I'm disabled, but it looks different on me when I'm able to walk around and look cute than when I'm on my cane and struggling, right? How I'm treated is going to be different. How I show up and how I'm perceived, how we are perceived in the world. Look at, we got coffee captain says today. How you are treated in this world, how you are perceived, right? If you are clockable when you are trans, right? If that you're going to be treated differently, right? I just posted on Facebook. There was a woman assigned female at birth. She aligned with that. So a cisgendered woman who happened to have PCOS. She looks like a man. What we have defined man to look like. And people are in the comments, and I'm like, this is exactly what I'm talking about with your barely graduated high school ass. I don't even understand biology in that sort of way. But you want to argue, and this is what you would call a natural born woman, a real woman, but this is PCOS. And because of your anti-trans bills and issues, cis women, well, that's real, but cis women will not get what they need, which is gender affirming care. HRT, right? So she will be treated as such. And because of the violence that's happening to trans women, cis women will be impacted by that, right? Like, this is how this kind of all impacts. If you are non-binary, I have Erin is a non-binary child, but I explained to them, you are coded as feminine. You will be treated as such. So you will love that. You will navigate the world and be treated as a Black woman. That's how that works. That's because you are treated how you're perceived. You get to have any internal truth that you need to, and your interpersonal relationships should 100% honor those things, right? But your systemic relationships will be based on how you are perceived, right? And that is intersectionality.